mix. Fastball, cutter, slider, change, and curve.
And Busch laces one to center field and a base hit. Michael. Line drive and a base hit up the middle. Michael Busch is in against Brandon Pfaadt. And a righty fires. Ground ball up the middle and a base hit. And so Busch reaching for this.
The Blue Devils.
To the right side, Marte with the glove, flips it over the head. Seamer and sweeper against righties. Drill, right center field. Out towards the gap. That one back and it's gone. Michael Busch will touch them all. Spence ready and fires. Line drive into left field. Sinking. And he can't make the catch. And Duhar will fire it back in, but 2 runs will score. On the ground, base hit to Seth Brown. Grumpy old pitching coach. Line drive, that's a base hit out into right center field. Could be extra bases. Busch makes the turn on his way to second, and he's in. Here comes the 2-1. And that one flared the other way, slicing, fair ball. And that one rolling, incredible. The 2-2. Ripped, fair ball, down the right field line. That's going to get into the corner. Suzuki's going to score. Michael Busch headed for third. Malley out of the stretch. Fair ball down the first base line. In to score Suzuki.
Hey, let's end this one on a positive.
Busch lifts it in the air, left center field. Conforto back some more near the wall, and that one is gone. Michael Busch. Start keeping track of those. That's drilled right field on a line. Hernandez back. It's over his head and hits the base of the wall. Busch racing for second. I mean, have it. And actually, I misspoke because a home run is not in play, right? It's a batted ball event. Line drive, base hit, out into center field. Tucker around third on his way to the plate. Have it. Out one line, and that's a fair ball into the corner. He was moving as he was swinging. That'll be a double. Birdie in to score.
3-1 to Busch. Hit it hard a bunch of times last night. And this one he got jammed on. That's going to find the outfield grass and right. Good battle going on here between Glasnow and Busch. And this ball is hammered. Right field, and let's see where it lands. Deep in that bullpen. And Busch does it again.
Andy Pajes with the bases loaded. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck out towards right center field. That's back. That one is gone. Michael Busch goes yard.
Home run in his 4th straight game.
You were saying deep in the air, down the line. It's off the top of the wall. The 3-2. Drilled right center field. Busch gets into one. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Michael to second. Nelson a 1-2. Hard hit through the left side base hit. Michael Busch. Busch lifts that one to right. Ball in, and it falls for a hit. Michael.
Line drive to right field. Carroll can't make the catch. Falls well in front of him for a base hit. Started yesterday. They lost that game 13-11. And Busch in the air to left. McCarthy at the wall. It's gone! 1-2 to Busch. Into left field. It's a base hit. Here comes Happ. Throw home. It's late. It's 1-0 Cubs.
Stealing 4 bases. 3 of them on the first pitch of an at-bat.
That's into shallow left to play, and the ball falls in.
Numbers have been trending in the other direction.
Michael Busch goes the other way. Another base hit for the Cubs. Busch heading to second. Here's the throw. It's close. Busch, what an athletic slide, but he's...
The Cubs in the 5th. 3 long balls.
And now just a measly... Ripped into right base hit, Michael Busch. 2-run score, big knock, Bushy.
It's the Brewers' whole MO. That's why they continue to pitch well. As Busch lifts one out to left center field, it's hit pretty well. It's Collins chasing it. He's at the wall and it's gone. A grand slam for Michael Busch.
As he learns, he'll come through and be able to recognize what guys are trying to do to him.
Well, the Cubs starting to get better looks at Holmes. Busch leaving no doubt, and he was thinking too. That is drilled right field. Busch gives that one a ride on its way, and it's gone. Michael Busch will touch them all.
In his efforts coming into action tonight. First pitch swinging, Michael Busch into right center field. Suzuki got a slow start, but he'll cruise on home. To delivery, and Busch sends one into left center field, shooting it the other way.
I wanted to go right at him and just, oh, that'll be Bushy.
There you go.
Turning?
They weren't going to turn that anyway.
He's hit right field, Michael Busch. Off the top of your head, have you ever done a game where they've appealed that and a guy's gotten called out? Now Michael Busch. Wilson deals. Ground ball up the middle. There's a base hit. Here comes Tucker. Kyle's around third. He's in to score.
That's it well. Deep center. Hill back. Can't get it. One hops over the wall. It's a Busch hits it deep to right center field. Base hit. Hits off the wall. 2 more score. Michael Busch out to right. Sanchez at the wall. It's gone. Or is it off the wall? Blooper shallow right center. Falls in for a base hit. Nico rounds third and scores.
1. Oh, the other way. And we're tied. 1-0 lead. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, base hit up the middle. Michael Busch
Against the Cubs, and he dealt.
That's drilled out towards right center field. The Cubs are going to get on the board. Nico around third. Busch to second, and Michael's trying for 3. That's drilled right center field. Busch puts a charge into 1. That's back, and it's gone. Into the bleachers in right center.
You know, it's very windy there.
Up the middle of the base hit for Busch. PCA speeding around third. He's in.
Perhaps how high up we are.
Busch out to right field. And Michael Busch puts one in fair territory. Michael Busch heads to second. Michael Busch rounds second. Michael Busch to third. Busch out to right field. Base hit. PCA scores. On to third, Carson Kelly. Busch out to right center field. Lyle back to the track at the wall. It's gone. Busch rips it into right. Base hit. Dansby scoots to third. Rips that into right. Single for Busch. Swanson motoring around second.
Only helped that. Meanwhile, for Shota Imanaga, Michael Busch puts a charge into this one. Forget it out of here. Absolutely.
How do you think they compare to those teams? Michael Busch with the single. Lee Smedeker, you hit your bet.
Or in the mean, profane, X-rated. High in the air, out towards right center field. Way back, hello bullpen. Michael Busch. Here's a 2-1. Left field, that one chasing back Frazier. Looking, it's off the wall. In the offseason, Mitch Keller and Colorado. Busch flips that one in the air down the left field line, and it touches down for a hit. Pops over the sidewall.
Kid Burrows yesterday really threw the ball well.
On the ground, off the glove of the diving Horowitz, and Busch. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Busch. Line drive, softly hit, left center. That's going to score a couple. Tucker is in. Suzuki on his heels. With Busch at the plate. Drilled into right field, and that's a base hit. We'll do those tomorrow. Maybe later today. Line, base hit right field. How about Michael Busch? 2-2. Drilled right field. That one curling. That one gone. Michael Busch gets one out of here. It's a 3-run homer.
Okay, but had to go to the hospital and get some surgeries. Busch to left, and a base hit for Michael Busch.
Has put together a fine year. 2-2, laced out towards right center field. That's going to touch down for a hit. Swanson to third, around third as Quentin Berry sends him. First pitch to Michael Busch. Ripped into right field. That's a base hit. 3-2. Hammered right field. That one back on its way and gone. Michael Busch will touch them all. The 3-1. Line drive, base hit, center field, and Michael Busch.
They can entice them. They were delicious. Alligator quesadillas. I've never seen that on the menu. Busch sends this one to deep left field, and Michael Busch. Left field off the bat of Busch. Now it drops in.
There goes Dansby. Pitch line, left field, base hit. Michael Busch. Overall this season, they're 8th in that department. That one up the middle, and it'll get through for Michael Busch. That internally is talked about a lot. Maybe not by fans in the media. That one lined off of Judas, redirects out into the outfield. Swanson not stopping as well.
Yeah, this guy at the plate.
Line drive, base hit, right field.
Wasn't, so I think he went more to a four-seam throw. Very important.
There's Michael Busch teeing off. The Cubs have hit 3 home runs to start.
See that power coming from him, but he's playing with a lot of confidence.
There's another drive. Michael Busch is second of the day. What a ridiculous start for the Cubs. They've hit 6 home runs.
Being able to play with confidence, that's what got PCA to third.
Here's Busch lining one to the gap in right center. That's a base hit. Carl Armstrong comes in.
Meaning in all of baseball, and so you're going to see this more.
Here's a fly ball, left center field, pretty deep. Back for it is Nootbaar, and it's gone! It's 8 home runs in a game for the first time in the history.
The majors in OPS. In the air, left center field. That's well struck. That's back, and it's gone. How are we doing, Michael Busch? His success against the fastball. Hit hard under the glove of the first baseman Contreras. Busch. Everybody. Michael Busch laces a single to left field.
We'll get you through it. Here's Busch. Oh, that's going to be a hit in the left field. Something Boyd will never forget. And something that the younger players all aspire to as Busch sends one into the corner and right. It bounces off the top, then it hits the ivy.
Drilled out towards right field. Castro back, turning, and that one's off the wall. On the ground, right side, through, base hit.
Good artwork right there.
But also the B in Busch is, it's got some calligraphy to it. That one flared into center, and that's a base hit. Coming around third and in to score is Suzuki.
I like that combination of on-base plus slug at the top of the batting order.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. That one back. That one is gone. Home run from the leadoff hitter, Michael Busch.
Sinkers today, mid-90s, 94, 95.
Michael Busch puts one in the air, deep left field, all the way back to the wall, and Michael Busch starts the game off with a bang. The top of their order is up against Brian Bayo. Michael Busch, first pitch swinging into center field, and that'll get down in front of Rafaela.
That is hammered into right field and a base hit.
Ended on July 11th. Michael Busch off the lefty. That's a leadoff single.
And delivers. Swing and a ball drilled into center field. That one sinking and it falls for a hit. The 0-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into right field at American Family Field. Swing and a drive. Right field. Out its way. Out of here. Michael Busch. Leadoff homer.
To climb throughout the afternoon.
Line drive to right. And Michael Busch with a single. Heading to third, Nico Horner throws cut off.
Yeah, and Bopper's got a bop.
Swing and a line drive, bopped into right field, base hit.
Bounce back ability is good for the Chicago Cubs.
To right field. Should be extra bases for Busch here in St. Louis.
And Yadier Molina caught your final pitch.
That ball's hammered by Busch down the right field side. Busch again torments the Cardinals.
Nance on the mound. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive out into center field, base hit. Dansby Swanson will come in to score. 3-1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one deep. Lucas back at the track, at the wall. Gone! A towering homer from Michael Busch. Fast and efficient. Swing and a ball drilled right center field. This one back. That's got a chance. And it's gone. Michael Busch. 6. The league average, by the way, is .316. That's drilled right center field and a base hit. The kick, the 0-1. Line drive, fair ball down the first baseline. It'll kick off the sidewall. This is going to give Casey a chance to score. Barry's going to send him. Here's the throw to the plate, and he's in. On the ground, one hop, and it eats up Durbin. Here it comes. Line drive, base hit, left center field. That's going to roll. In to score is Casey. Swanson on his heels. Here comes Shaw. Here comes the 2-2. Base hit, right field, Michael Busch. Here's a 1-2. Line drive, base hit, right center field. McGuire on the move. Grease around second.
Payoff. Line drive left center. And Michael Busch with a single. Line down the right field line. That's a hit for Michael Busch, and it's for extra bases. Busch to second. Busch left center field. Falls in for a base hit. Runner rounds third, scores easily.
If there's any guy you're going to catch, it would be Kyle, right?
Busch to right.
Busch hits it in the air out towards center field. Lee is back near the wall, and it's out of here. Oh, Marcia made a nice play. Ripped right field, and that'll sink in for a base hit. That is crushed. Right center field on its way, gone. The 1-1. Fly ball center field. Doyle back. Back some more near the wall, and it's off the top of the wall. And Busch racing for second on his way to third.
Not way very much anymore.
No, agreed. That one the other way, and it gets through, and Michael Busch is aboard. Sliced out into center field, and that's a base hit. Play a ton. The strikeout rate is 18.2%. And that's laced into right field and a base hit. The 2-2. One hop, and it eats up Albies. Pitch to Michael Busch. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Dansby's around third. He's going to come in to score. Castro will stop at third. Ball to strike. Rip towards right center. And a short hop. No catch.
No.
Oh, no.
Love it.
Busch swings, lifts one in the air, left center field. That's back some more. Gone!
35% whiff rate. Busch to the left center. That's a base hit. Will split the gap all the way to the wall. Michael Busch the second.
One of the better first basemen in the game. Swing and a ball drilled center field. That one back. Sawinski turning and looking. Out of here. Home run to center from Michael Busch. Schemes a 2-1. High fly ball right field in the air. That's back and that is gone. Back row in right field. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball drilled out towards right center field. That's back some more. That's off the top of the wall. Busch into second and Mike. Swing and a high fly ball drilled out towards center field. Cruz is back. That's off the base of the wall. Busch headed to second. Shaw will stop at third. Guardians won game 1 of their doubleheader. That is hammered right field and you can forget it. Out of here. And the Cub fans delighted against lefties. Line drive and a base hit into right field.
Schwarber in 2019. This ball to the gap. That one is going to get down, and it's heading to the ivy. Michael Busch with 22 doubles pulls, including Montas. That ball right field. This one deep. This is tagged. Soto at the wall. He watches it sail into row 1.
These are Padres' losses that adds up to that. Will do it. High drive, center field. Scott is back at the wall. Gone! Number 32, rub your belly.
PCA way up there and right.
Line drive, right field, fair ball into the corner. Busch around first. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back at the wall. He's got 33 homers. Rub your belly. Look it in. Busch waits. Here it comes. And that one lined out towards left center field. That's going to touch down and a roll. It bangs up against the bricks. Don't play in the streets, kids.
Stay out of those vacant buildings.
Michael Busch drives that one out towards left center field. Gone! Second of the day. Big Cub fan.
Yeah, he is. We miss him.
Yeah, we do. Ripped into right center field, and that's a base hit. Walker over to cut it off, and it gets past him. And Busch is around second. He's on his way to third, and he's in.
It's in the air against Nick Pivetta. And Busch breaks his bat on a little flare to left field. That drops in front of Gavin Sheets. Michael Busch, Cubs leadoff man. Busch grounds the ball over to the right side and through. A base hit for Busch. He's a long way from the finish line. That's fought off toward third. Machado will not get there. It lands fair.
For what he's done through 2 games.
Busch drives the ball to deep right field. Michael Busch, goodbye.
Gave up 3 runs in 4 innings. And Busch with a fly ball deep to right field. Way back there. That ball is gone. Michael Busch.
In this series, lots of strikeouts in this series.
Busch with a drive, right field. Frelick goes back to the track, to the wall. Gone! Tie game! Michael Busch. Michael Busch here. And Busch with a high fly ball. Deep right field. That ball is gone! For the Brewers, making his 4th appearance of the series. Ground ball up the middle. It's a base hit for Michael Busch. That's his first non-homer that goes for a hit in this series.